Hey everyone, Kevin here from Golf Guy Reviews, and today we're going to be comparing two Nike spiked shoes. We're going to be taking a look at the Roshe G Tour, which currently retails on the Nike website for around £100, although I did buy this pair on offer for around £65. And we're going to be comparing that against the Nike React Vapour 2, currently retailing on the Nike website for £130. And again, I bought these on discount for £95. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe to my channel where we'll be looking at other reviews of golf shoes, tech and clothing. And I thought what we'd do today is take a look at the features of both these shoes, see what you get for your money and see which one we think's best. So firstly, looking at the upper of the Roshe, this is a synthetic leather design. And it's a pretty soft leather, you know, there's softer out there, but ultimately this is, it's not a top end shoe, it's not a top of the range shoe, it's kind of tackling that mid-range market price point. So it's quite a nice soft leather upper. You've got a decent amount of padding on the inside there with the sock liner, and you've got a tongue which goes right the way through down to the bottom. And again is relatively padded, but it's a pretty bog standard design, to be honest. The Roshe is copying, you know, the really popular Roshe style trainer. To be honest, it's that popular. I've got two pairs at the moment, and I really like the Roshe. They are a super comfortable trainer, and so I can see exactly why they've decided to copy that style. It's quite a plain looking shoe, so if you're not looking for anything too fancy or too flashy, then this could certainly be the shoe for you. Now if you compare that to the Nike React Vapour 2, then this has got a little bit more going on for it, as you can see. There's a little bit more detailing on the shoe. It's also a synthetic leather upper. Now both are waterproof. But if you have a look on the upper of the React 2, you can actually see that there's a little bit of it's detailing on the upper there, and that's designed to add some additional comfort, some softness. It's actually some technology that they've used in a lot of their football boots as well to give the players better feel with the ball. And it is a slightly softer leather in my opinion. It's a bit of a softer feel to it. With the upper as well, with the React, what you're getting is you're getting the fly knit technology as well. So on the Roshe, the laces just kind of go through this little bit of leather here on each side, and they secure the shoe that way. It gives fine security across the shoe. There's nothing too special going on there. Compare that with the fly knit, which, you know, Nike using a lot of their technology on their shoes right across the different ranges. The fly knit means that when you tie up the shoelaces, they're going through these little kind of hooped wire pieces rather than going straight into the leather, and those are connected further in the shoe. So when you do up the shoe, it's pulling the shoe right across the foot from a lower position, and it's really helping to lock that shoe, your foot in the shoe, nice and tight. With the Vapour 2 as well, you'll see that you've got a split tongue design as well, whereas the Roshe just had a pretty traditional standard solid tongue. I gotta admit, I'd never had a shoe with a split tongue before, and actually it really did make quite a bit of difference. I felt that the tongue, when I did the laces up nice and tight, locked down around my foot and was a lot more comfortable, to be honest. It's only a very thin tongue, it's just a little bit of material really. So there's not much of it compared to the Roshe when you've got a little bit more padding, a little bit more traditional, but I didn't find that affected the overall comfort of the shoe. So I quite like the split tongue design. Looking at the sole plate of both shoes, you can see here that they are absolutely identical. There's going to be no difference in terms of the amount of traction these two shoes are giving you. When it comes to style of the two shoes, it kind of depends what look you prefer going for, really. As I said before, when we looked at the uppers, the Roshe is a much more plainer designed shoe. It's not very flashy at all. So if that's the type of golf shoe that you want, then it still looks like a really good shoe. I still really like the design of it, but it's certainly a little bit more plainer. When you compare that with the Vapour 2, then this is certainly a little bit more flashy, but still it's not too trainer-like. I'd say it's in between a trainer-style shoe and a traditional leather golf shoe. But of course it's quite aggressively styled. You've got the contrasting colorways there, you've got the textured material on the top, The laces, you can't quite see it in the video here, but the laces are skinnier and just a slightly different style look compared to the bigger traditional Roshes. And what I think happens here with the texturing as well is that it makes the React Vapour 2 does look a little bit skinnier to me when you look down on it. But ultimately, it just depends what you're looking for in the style of a golf shoe. When it comes to looking at the midsoles of these two shoes, that's where you get a significant difference. Starting with the Roshe, this uses the traditional Lunarlon midsole foam, which is absolutely a very, very comfortable mid foam. They've been using that style mid foam for several years, and it is a very nice all-day comfortable midsole. You get a lot of good cushioning from it, you get a lot of nice support from it, and it works really well in a golf shoe. So as I say, I've got a couple of pairs of trainers of them with these, and they are very, very nice with the trainers to walk around in all day. If I know that I'm going to go for a long walk throughout the day, I've not got an issue wearing the Roshes whatsoever. So sticking them in a golf shoe certainly makes sense, and it gives you a lot of cushioning and a lot of support. That said, when you then compare it to the React foam midsole, and you can see the Nike's got a little bit of detailing in the back of the shoe there. When you compare it to the React midsole, you then notice that actually the React is the newer technology, and the React is Nike's equivalent or rival to the Adidas Boost technology. And so by what I mean by that is that it's really going for a soft cushioned feel with a good amount of bounce back and responsiveness. So you feel that when you're kind of putting energy into the midsole and you're pushing off the ground, then it's actually returning quite a bit of that energy to you as well, and you get a good bouncy feel. So it's the combination of the soft comfort mixed with the bounce feel. And to be honest, this is where one of the key differences I can see with a price difference. So you don't forget, you've got the Roshe standard price £100 compared to the Vapour 2 standard price £130. And the difference in the midsole alone is enough for me to justify that price difference. When I first tried these, because I'm a big fan of the Boost and the comfort that it provides, and this certainly is definitely right up there as well. Same with the Puma Ignite foam. That's a very comfortable foam. This is equally up there and is an extremely comfortable golf shoe. So if you're looking for a shoe for the comfort that you can walk all day on the course, both of them are going to provide that comfort, but it depends what you're looking for in the shoe really. If you're looking for something that's a little bit less expensive, still comfortable, but not quite as responsive in the sole, then the Roshe is a great shoe. If you're looking to, for me personally, go for that ultimate comfort that you can provide in a shoe, then the React is the more comfortable and softer feeling of the two foams. Looking at the Roshes and feeling the Roshes on, they still feel like a comfortable golf shoe, and I think it's really, really good value for money that you get with these. A good waterproof synthetic leather based shoe that's nice and comfortable to boot and looks good. But when you do compare that side by side to the additional comfort that you're getting from the Vapour 2s, I've got to admit that my foot does feel more comfortable in these shoes. It does feel a little bit more locked down and secure around the top of the foot area. And actually there does feel to be a little bit more room in the toe box of the Vapour 2 when you compare that to the Roshe. The Roshe feels a little bit more restricted. I think that's probably because the leather is just a little bit more tougher in there. So I'm sure it's going to break down after time. But initially, straight out of the box, if I had to pick a pair to play with today, I'd be picking the Vapour 2s. So which is the better shoe? The Roshe Tour G or the React Vapour 2? Well, I think it all comes down to budget, really. If you are on a strict budget and are looking to get a mid-range spiked Nike golf shoe that's going to be nice and comfortable and waterproof and is going to see you through for the next couple of years, then the Roshe is a good place to look. It is a good-looking shoe. As I say, it's more reserved in the styling. But it is nice and comfortable, and that midsole in there is nice and soft. And grip-wise, you're going to get exactly the same stability and grip from the Roshe as you're going to get from the Vapour 2. But in my opinion, the React 2 is the better shoe. There's a lot more technology going into this one, whether it's the different upper of the synthetic leather with the texture, and it's got that softer, more secure feel to me. You've got the split tongue for additional lockdown and comfort. You've got the Flywire, which really helps with the stability and locking down your foot inside the shoe. And then you've got the React foam, which really is comfortable. And when you compare the two, you can feel the difference that the React is the more comfortable, softer foam. So if you can justify the additional £30, then I would definitely recommend doing so. Because personally, I think it's a better looking shoe. It's got a little bit more style to it, and it is the more comfortable shoe. So ultimately, that extra £30 actually goes quite a long way. But hey, let me know what you think. Let me know if you rock the Roshes or if you rock the React Vapour 2s. If you like the video, don't forget, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button to my channel, Golf Guy Reviews, and you'll see plenty of other content coming on there where I'm reviewing other shoes, other tech and clothing as well. But let me know what you think down in the comments, and we'll see you next time.